And I call the member for Flinders.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I rise today to give thanks to an exemplary member of the community, Sergeant Julie Morris of the Victoria Police, a resident of my electorate of Flinders. In 2019, Sergeant Morris, then a senior constable, received a call of a swimmer in trouble down at Frankston Pier. It was 18-year-old Corey Wood. While a regular swimmer, Corey's usual morning dip that day quickly turned after he became overpowered in treacherous conditions while swimming at Frankston Beach. Concerned bystanders began to ring 000 and Sergeant Morris responded. Undeterred by the treacherous conditions, she jumped into the waves with a flotation device, and I read from press reports at the time. The senior constable, as she was then, Julie Morris, and her sergeant responded to a distress call on the pier during Thursday the 21st of November's strong north winds and 40-degree temperatures. A young man taking a dip before work was unable to climb back onto the pier and wedged himself between pylons and the pier's roof at about 11:30 a.m. Waves crashing through the pylons were knocking him around, and he was barely able to hang on and was forced to hold his breath every time water surged through and over his head. After 25 minutes of calling for help, and with those above him not able to see where he was, the 18-year-old of Botanic Ridge was frightened and in serious trouble. He'd found a gap where he could keep his head above water, but when I looked down, I could see he was getting smashed by the waves, Senior Constable Morris, then 37, said. I couldn't just stand by and watch him struggle. I said to my sergeant, I'm going in, because if I don't, he's dead. An experienced year-round open water swimmer, Senior Constable Morris said she was comfortable in the trying conditions and confident she could help the man. After the event, she described it as follows. I heard his call for help, looked under the pier, and there he was. I told him to wait for the biggest wave and to jump towards me. In Corey's own words, Julie jumped straight in, dived for me, pulled me out and rescued me. Mr. Wood said to the media at the time, there were waves crashing over me. I just tried to hold on, spit the water out, keep my mouth shut and keep my head above the water. There's no way I would have made it without help. This isn't the first time Sergeant Morris has been involved in bravery on the water. An accomplished long-distance swimmer, in 2016, Sergeant Morris leapt into the surf to rescue a man who attempted to swim from Frankston to St Kilda. Earlier this month, Sergeant Morris joined other brave members of our community at Victorian Government House to receive an Australian Bravery Decoration. I can think of no more fitting recipient. Congratulations, Julie, and thank you for the work that you do and the example that you set for others.